Rulemonger's Actual Play Podcast is proud to present Star Wars Saga Edition Dawn of Defiance campaign. Yeah, I'm in that one. Starring GM Jeff Ball as narrator and game master, with players Matt Witt, Ryan Messina, Aidan Williams, and Jay Tamlin, that's me, yep, and Frank Hamilton.
Plus, he likes the solitude.
The lone time.
The thrum of the engine.
I have you.
Exactly. Must retune guitar after each battle. Welcome to another episode of Rollmongers, where we are traveling the space lanes of Saga Edition Star Wars. That's right, Saga Edition is the only edition where people get to pick a destiny. Or, and I actually have found this in literature, it wasn't just Matt and Mai's idea, secretly have been given, quote unquote, a destiny. That's right, we're not cheating the rules by me holding back and these guys, poor chumps, not knowing what their destiny actually is. It's official, in the module, in the campaign. I can get away with it, and that's my story, and we're sticking to it. So, when last we left off our heroes, they had traversed to the Blue Deck, the elite area on the old, broken-down Selzon station, next to the planet Brantel, which is right in the core worlds, at the intersection of the Perlelian and Hyderian Way, some might say the trade center of the universe, in the main hangar bay, intercepting a young Imperial officer and his stormtroopers, recently joined by a strange, mysterious old man who actually became quite effective with a sniper rifle, providing overwatch cover, and they shredded these stormtroopers and got their hands on the cargo, the actual cargo that Maya, the Aldarian security agent, was supposed to retrieve for her benefactor from the gangster Switch, who was actually a droid, who got attacked by a rival gang. And previously, in a previous episode, our heroes, well, you know, I still don't want to call them heroes, our adventurers, our cast and crew, our party, engaged them and took them out. So here now we have Rahal Oberith, a noble former separatist during the Clone Wars that only ended about 3 months ago. War profiteer, gambler, education self-entrepreneur, and now owner of a large crate that stands in front of you. Rahal, what do you do?
I examine the crate for any mechanisms or perhaps traps.
The locking mechanism is electronic. It's not coded, but it does not have a manual release. It has a power source. You have to push the buttons and it unlocks itself. The power source seems to be running something inside the actual crate itself.
Oh my. I push the button.
All right. As we said last week, a sound as you hear the crate automatically unlatch and pop as a semi-vacuum seal breaks. A cold mist evaporates along the seam of the crate. And as you open the crate, you are amazed to stare down at... Now, these guys have been waiting a week, maybe? Good week? Yeah, since we played last, to find out what's in this crate. And I text everybody today, and the text I sent said thus: who is stoked to play Star Wars tonight? Find out. Tonight, the question that's been plaguing Matt, we shall find out, will be finally answered. What's in the crate in the main hangar of the Blue Deck of the Zelzon station?
Tell me!
I even gave them a hint. I said, what's cold and covered in metal and doesn't have a blade and guitar strings, hinting at Poser's main weapon. Ryan said, and gave me a flat little face. Matt was busy at work, and I got no response. He's waiting to actually play. I particularly enjoyed Frank and Aiden's responses. Frank had several a corpse. Perhaps they have gold bars? A missile. A crate of rare cultural antiquities found on a distant world. Like rubber chickens that squeak.
I think it's a youngling.
Grenades. And then finally, Aiden put, you know what? I'll find out in 2 hours, because this was pre-game.
Jedi baby in a box.
A Jedi baby in a box.
What? Last week, like right after the session, I first guessed, what was it, Kyber crystals, and I was like...
Oh, yeah, Kyber crystals. Yeah, wouldn't that be good for you? And we texted about that all week. So, now that you're here, Matt, Ryan, any speculation of actually what is in front of you? What do you think is going to be there, besides Jedi
baby? Baby Jedi.
You go ahead, Matt.
I think it's a little baby Jedi. Oh, maybe not a baby. A Jedi in a box. Frozen in carbonite. Maybe it's Han. No, wait, that hasn't happened yet.
Ryan?
He's the Millennium Falcon, which is in the adjacent bay.
Yeah, but then I have to lose it in a gambling match.
Wouldn't that be cool? Hoping and assuming no one Googled these. I really liked everyone's answers, but for the win is Matt. There is a figure frozen in carbonite, laid out in a crate before you. You do not recognize this person. They are completely frozen and covered in cold metal.
This is bullshit, and I kick it. This is not Kids for Pilot Ship. What the hell?
Oh, yes.
The crate, which is kind of on a hover platform that was being towed from I kept calling it a Zamboni, but it's actually like what they call a lift, goes skittering across. I'm actually going to make this happen here on the map. It goes skittering across and bounces off a wall. During this time, he wasn't so far away. There you go. Merrick was not so far away, comes up, peeking over your shoulder.
That's awesome.
This is one person. I was hoping for at least for one thermonuclear detonator. This is bullshit.
Easy with the cargo there, Merrick. Who knows who this guy is? He could be worth millions.
But he can't explode.
I mean, he can explode if we try hard enough.
All right, I close the lid of the box, run over to the turbo lift thingamajigger.
You're going where?
So I'll run over to the turbo lifter thingy.
Over here?
Hydro, I don't know what it's called, that thing. Yes.
It's a lift. It has guns on it, though. It's like a forklift or a little Zamboni tow truck. It actually has guns on it. It almost killed you all.
I jump in it. The keys in it.
It's still running.
Sweet.
Merrick got in it. It's still running.
Alrighty. So I'll drive her over and line it up with the crate and ask Merrick to hook it up.
All right. Got some piloting rolls?
Sure.
Meanwhile, back down on the promenade, Jay, Dr. Leth.
Hello.
Taking one for the team, you did. Not hearing back so reliably from your droid for his distraction, not liking how things were going. Taking a syringe of a very strong sedative, I believe, and finding a poor civilian and sedating him strongly, and then demanding medical attention and assistance from the entourage of stormtroopers, gaining their attention, getting hauled off with them, supposedly to help. They would instantly head the shortest route down to Douglas Medical Supplies, where you have a, shall we say, interesting relationship based on intimidation with Dr. Fenn, who was so impressed with your original surgery, had asked you out to dinner and talked about a merger of companies and, all that stuff, tried to, get you away from the actual party, and you'd have to play somebody else. That didn't go so well. And you guys left her abused and intimidated and quite frightened and got out of there. Now, no one's come circling pictures of you guys, so you guess she's kept her mouth shut, but now you're going right back down to ground zero with a patient that she or her equipment or even a nurse could probably quickly identify, wound in the neck, drugged with this, the jig is up. What do you do? Stormtroopers have the guy, they're harding him, they're taking him to the lift to take him back down off the blue deck, back down to the other end of the promenade, around the corner and, to where Douglas Medical Supplies are. What do you do?
So I gave him a sedative. Would it be possible to give him a I can't remember the name of the word.
A stimulant?
Yes. Would it be possible to give him a stimulant?
So he can wake up and be fine and immediately accuse you of attacking him?
No, I dilute it.
Oh, so he's going to wake up soon?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a surgery roll, like a treat injury roll. And, the better you roll, the better you pull off this, you're being ushered along, you reach in the coat and you're just going to pull out another needle and stop, or are you just going to try and do this sleight of hand sort of style, get the syringe ready?
I'll just try to do it sleight of hand style, and then if they notice, I'd be like, it looks like he's having an allergic reaction to something.
Okay. So persuade?
If I need it.
Well, right now you have to persuade them to stop what they're doing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Persuade. It looks like he's having an allergic reaction to something. Hold on a moment.
Persuade?
Persuasion 20.
Okay, they all pull up short, look at you expectantly, look back at the guy, expecting him to break out in pack-a-pox or something.
Space hives.
Space hives. Has anyone ever seen Ice Pirates?
Space herpes.
Space herpes!
Okay, well then I take out my the stimulant and administer a slightly smaller dose.
Okay. And are you trying to, in your head, sort of calculate a time so that he comes around when they get there, or just so that they can't really figure out what was going on in the system? Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah, about that.
All right. So can I have a treat injury roll, please?
Okay.
Now, treat injury runs off of what attribute?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay. But you're allowed to use your intelligence? Is that one of the skills? Doing the, calculations? 3 cc's of adrenaline. There you go. Wiki. But slowly.
I guess that would be a knowledge life sciences if you'd like that.
Yes, that would be much better. Treat injury with a 17, you pull it off, and you don't you get a good vein and everything, and you jab it somewhere where it's...
stab him in the eye.
Well, no, it's more like if he goes for the heart, it's going to practically be instant. We get him in a lower thigh or something like it's an EpiPen. Here, this will take its time, get in the tissue. It's all part of the calculation.
Well, this dude knows his stuff.
Knowledge life science 27.
Oh yes, you're kidding. You don't even have to look at the little bars on your syringe. You just know that the distance with your thumbnail. Got it. Pull it out. I have no doubt you have the drugs on you in your lab coat. All these tiny little baby jars that you stick syringes in with white clear liquids, and you just in the syringe. And this is for breakfast. This is for lunch. This is for when I'm depressed. All right. So jab, gone, done. No immediate reaction. They're all just looking
Excellent.
at you.
He should be fine for now. Let's continue on our way.
Okay. So they take you back to Durgomegal Supplies, and there is a very surprised looking attendant. Remember the attendant? That's right. Cue the DM's first dice drop. Very surprised looking attendant there.
Hi. Welcome to Douglas Medical Supplies.
She leans in like she knows the young officer personally.
We paid the Empire this week, sir. What's this about?
This man needs medical attention, says the young officer.
Oh, right. Of course.
And she directs them to the surgery room. Luckily, no Dr. Fenn. Yet. What do you do?
I'm not sure.
Guys?
He turns to one stormtrooper and says, "Did you grab my medical bag?" "No, idiot. Do I have to do everything?" And takes off running.
I like that one. Anyone else?
That's pretty good. I'd buy that.
I was just going to scream, "Get out of there, man!" But yeah, I feel like I'm already heavy-handed as it is.
Yeah, no, I think I'll go with something along those lines. Okay.
Ryan is currently posting a buffer, and this is going to show up in the actual video if anyone clicks on this link. And it's the British actor from, what's the movie? Not Wrecked. From Cranked. And he gives himself the adrenaline.
Stimulant. I'm wondering if I'm just keeping everyone up to date.
Oh, I see. What happens and how fast you can run and other things. Anyway.
Well, that's a scale of number 12 for stimulant. Askelath was using like a 2 or a 3.
Yes. Yeah, he pulled that syringe way up. It was like a hand span. He pulled that sucker with the juice. Anyway, some of this I'm going to leave in, but some I'm going to edit me prompting him guys to help you. So, Jay, Dr. Leth, what do you do?
I don't see Dr. Fenn. Oh, I will need my equipment then, as apparently I'm the only doctor on the floor. Can I have permission to go and grab it?
The two stormtroopers look at each other, and then one kind of waves his gun, pushing it sideways in the direction door. Hurry up!
I'll be right back. And I leave.
Okay.
Probably going to maybe check on Maya?
Okay. You know the guys have taken the elevator up to the blue deck to try and find this cargo. If you want to take the elevator back down a level, you can go to Maya's quarters off the promenade. You had originally come from even deeper in the bowels, but, she's like a level or two down, so head back to get Maya?
Yep.
Okay. You're not very far out the door. You're almost rounding the first quarter, and you hear the Imperial officer yelling at the stormtroopers, and you know the jig is up. And they come literally, sidestepping, hopping sideways on one leg, guns out, sideways to the door on the promenade, spots you way down the other end. That's about as far as you got. Stop! In the name of the Empire! You're under arrest! In the name of the Empire! Didn't we say this line already? No, it's fine. He wasn't there. He probably didn't hear us. Oh, okay. Stop! And they come running at you.
Okay. How far to the elevator?
The lift isn't far. How long it takes to open? Who knows? But you do have a corner. You can, leave their sight, which does give you the technical advantage to, seek cover, go hide, blend in. There's the old lampshade trick. There's grabbing someone else's clothes. There's blending into a crowd. There's finding an empty doorway. There's just trying to make the elevator before they get there.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I've got my mechanic's outfit I could probably squeeze into. So
you're going to try and throw down your lab coat and whip out your mechanic outfit and just kind of walk off in a random direction, and they'll come back and just find the coat on the floor. Like you mystically Jedi deathed and disappeared.
Round the corner and drop my coat, then find a place to hide and change outfits, yeah.
Oh, okay. So drop the coat and run past the lift, find an empty doorway. Okay. In you go.
Okie doke.
Okay. While you're changing, the stormtroopers come running by, look at your coat, just ignore it. They keep kind of going in that direction. They lose sight of you. They fan out. You are hiding. They are searching. Back in the elevator, you really couldn't get a hold of something happened to distract R4. They are searching for you. Back at your coat when you dropped it and pulled out your gear, and then you find a place to hide. Stripping, having to put part of this over your head without noticing, taking your earpiece, your hands-free comm out, and not realizing you've turned it off by pushing one of the buttons and putting it in your pocket for a moment as you wrestle into your clothes, adrenaline pumping, and even put it back in your ear. You're unaware that you, unfortunately, had turned it off temporarily, and miss the desperate call from Raul Uberis, which happens now from the blue deck.
Rahal the Leth.
That's okay. We did it in the last session, so the audience is going to go, oh yeah, he never, why didn't he answer? It's just kind of like the question has been answered, why he didn't answer. So, they're searching door to door, fan out, asking people anyone saw you. Other people on the promenade start kind of pointing in a direction. You do not have a lot of time. You get into your suit. They are most likely going to breach the door you came in shortly. What do you do?
Is there a second door to the room I'm in?
Yes.
Okay, going out that way.
It's locked. Do you have any way to force it, or any security kit to hack it? It does not look powered.
I could probably hack it, but I don't know if it's you said it doesn't look powered?
No. Looks like a good old sort of lock and key to a storeroom kind of thing. Or a very simple, card swipe kind of, on-off click. The only power is going to a simple latch. It's not very complicated. Kind of like our modern hotel room. They give you a card key, they key it up on the computer to your room, and then you swipe the card or insert it and it unlatches the door. High tech for us, not really high tech for Star Wars.
Okay, so it could still be hacked then?
It can be hacked, it can be jimmied. Like I said, you can force it open with tool, credit card, good heavy shoulder.
So I'll take my my data pad and hook that up.
Okay. It doesn't have an accessible port.
Okay. I'll find
you need something like an actual card, like a credit card or something. Do you have anything thin enough to put in there?
Not on my person, but I could probably find something in the room I'm in.
Okay. Computer use, mechanics would be helpful in this.
Okay.
Physical sciences, even physical sciences.
Physical sciences, 23.
Okay. It's a magnetic lock that runs off a light sensor. So basically, somebody codes up a cue card and you stick it in there, it reads the card just like a bank card. No problem, right? However, there's a default setting that if you stick something in there that will overload the magnetic or like refract the light in a certain way, it thinks it's broken, and so that it doesn't seal people on the wrong side of the door, it automatically opens. Kind of like a reboot.
Oh, this might be interesting. I wonder if I could use my medical interface visor to kind of trick the computer in it, or trick the chip.
Yes, you could.
So I will do that. Would you like...
The visor screen, if you lay it sideways, is actually small enough to go in there, and you could possibly do something that would come up in the HUD display that might, make it weird enough that it would glitch. You can jimmy the door open, sure.
Okay, I will do that. Do you want mechanics for that? Or technology?
Well, you don't need a knowledge technology because you came up with the idea of the player. So, actually, yeah, give me a knowledge technology roll.
14.
14. So, knowledge technology tells you how to go about it. Knowledge physical science tells you what you need. So now it's just computer use to actually do it, or a mechanic, your choice.
I'll go computer.
Okay.
I believe I can possibly re-roll that as an Arcanian. Hold on.
Care to use a force point? You rolled a 2, you got 11. That's still not bad.
I'm just going to check, because I'm pretty sure there's a thing I can do as an Arcanian when I make certain types of knowledge rolls and I fail them.
Okay. Getting back to you gentlemen. Rahal, you guys load up and just drive right out of the bay?
Yeah, I did 3 piloting rolls. I got a 12, 24, and a 20.
Okay, you back into Merrick. Almost crush his hand. But you adjust and get back going, and after a while you get used to the drag, the tow, how this thing handles pretty simply.
Ouch! My hand, back it. Okay, better.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Hand should not have been there.
And away you guys go. Poser, what are you doing?
Well, this time Poser would have tried to hide all the bodies down here.
Yes, you were. When we left off, you were dragging bodies down and trying to stuff them down that grate.
Yep.
And we had Old Man Zinn on watch at the door.
Okay. So have we gotten all the bodies stuffed down there yet?
By the time he gets this hooked up and going, half of them at least.
Okay.
There's 5 bodies. I'd say you get 2 or 3 done at this point.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue doing that until he says we're headed out.
Well, he's leaving now. You still have 2 bodies to go. Zim is literally practically standing over one, but he would have to abandon his post. Frank, Zim.
Well, unless we have a destination, we need to figure something out real quick. Because I don't think that guy over there brought a mop to clean up any of the splatter.
Destination? What's the docking bay of your ship?
34B.
34B. Do you know the way from here?
So where are we at? What's
you would have to go. You're basically. Let me pull up the space station again, like the picture. It would probably just sort of be easier to describe this from an exterior view as opposed to an interior view. So this is Zelzon Station. Okay, you guys are. Sorry, let me just make this really big here. Oop. Okay. You guys are at the very top center, and there's a bay that's sort of, they get really low, and then you fly into it, whereas where your ship is down through the main HUD core, the big cap, into the center section, and out to one of the 3 sides, one of those adjacent bays. So you pretty much have to traverse 2/3 of the entire station to get to your ship from here. It would
So
actually
is
be.
there a
It would actually be easier to get a ship up here than for you guys to parade all the way back down. Slowly going at Zamboni speed.
Is there a ship hiding in here somewhere that we could, like, pilot out?
Is that
kind of
Zamboni,
move
like,
around?
safe to take into space?
No, it's like a forklift. It's completely open.
Okay. All right, then. Yeah, you're right. It would probably be better to have them come pick us up.
Okay.
I'll try the radio again. Try to
Okay.
get a hold of that.
Yep.
And you said that was docking bay 34B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You were saying.
Arcanians have a racial ability called Flash of Genius. They can add a +5 circumstance bonus to the result of one knowledge mechanics or use computer skill check per encounter. Once per encounter.
Okay. So your new roll would be total of what?
A total of 16.
Okay. Are you happy with that? Would you like to use a force point or no?
No, that's fine.
Okay. 16 is more than sufficient to hack a simple door lock. You get through, and it closes behind you. What do you want to do now?
Work my way back towards the towards a lift, but maybe kind of hiding.
Okay. Try to do some stealth. Okay. Give me 3 stealth modes, and we'll say that these are points in time where somebody actually cares to look at you or wonder what you're doing, or at a point where you have to sort of, expose yourself near stormtroopers, navigating hallways and that kind of thing.
Before I realize I should start hiding.
What'd you get?
First roll is stealth 9.
Okay, keep going. You emerge, making yourself as inconspicuous as possible,
I still forgot to hide.
and people
Stealth
are
7.
people are looking at you. You do your best to keep your head down and blend in, but you still notice, for some strange reason, you walking around in an engineering suit seems to actually be drawing more attention than you'd like it to.
I thought he was practicing like Rawls strut or something, maybe.
No, there is actually a very good logical reason that the dice rolls just happen to randomly back me up on. One last one. 17.
Stealth 17.
Nice.
I pull out my computer chip or my computer, like my data pad, and kind of like pretend to be checking on something
Okay.
at a terminal nearby.
Two failed ones make people notice, and if anyone asks, or they might kind of go, weren't the Imperials posting looking for a woman wearing, or anyone suspicious actually with the woman? Because there's more than just one person they're looking for in an engineering suit. Your patient wore one of these, and all the Imperials are looking for people wearing them. And now a guy is walking around the promenade, so people just taking notice of you, going, hey, look, are the Imperials looking for one of these guys? That's what was drawing attention to you. And then you decide to there's a bunch of engineers. Oh, I got to start acting like an engineer. And like I said, you pull out your data pad and blend. Start cursing at a wall panel that's not giving out coffee instead of the time of day. And they just totally start buying it. Anyway, countering your stealth with perception, because they're seeing you and there's actual caring. And let's just say the dice really like you right now. So whether people see you or not, rolling higher than you is really noticing that they're, that guy's not supposed to be an engineer, that guy's not supposed to be on this floor. Hey, let's make some money and sell them out to the Imperials. Nobody cares. No one cares that the, digital clock on the wall is not giving out coffee. So you make your way back to Maya's room.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Arthur here?
No.
Turns back on comms. Arthur, where are you?
Okay. You try calling him. There's no answer. You realize that you actually accidentally had switched it off, and you start asking him where he is, when suddenly someone calls you. Rawl.
Dr. Leth.
Oh, that was not the voice I was expecting. Hello.
Listen, is there any way you can package up our mutual friend Maya and get her down to docking bay 34B?
Shouldn't be too hard. I have her right here.
Perfect. I think we're going to be leaving pretty soon, so if there's anything you need to attend to, you'd better do it now, basically.
Okay. Resumes calling Arthur.
Okay.
Arthur, I need you to return to Maya's room.
Can't do that, boss.
Why not?
Not on the station.
Then where are you?
I'm with Captain O'Keefe, of course.
Who is O'Keefe?
Captain O'Keefe is a friend of Maya's.
Now, keep in mind, the lines that I'm saying for him are not going to make the final cut, so I need you to sort of, try to reiterate them if you can. Not completely, but...
So where did you meet Captain O'Keefe in relation to Maya?
Maya had files on her in her datapad. It's how she got here. So I backtracked the trail of data and called her up and said that her friend Maya needs to be picked up, needs help. She readily agreed. When I proved and showed the surgery to her that, I worked for her and you. She's coming now. We're coming now.
Well, that is fairly convenient. I relay to the rest. I switch to talking to everyone else, I guess, or I guess it's just open comms. Apparently, Arthur is on his way with a connection to Maya in a. By the way, Arthur, what exactly are you in?
I'm in a space yacht.
He says proudly.
Apparently, he's arriving in a space yacht, whatever that means. Either way, I will attempt to go find him, although he's on his way here. I'm not sure when he left.
Right. This could work out really good. Listen, can you get Maya to the docking bay on the blue deck?
The blue deck might be slightly difficult.
Come on, Doctor. I know you got the skills.
Well, I shall see what I can do.
All right, then. And then I switch off the comms, take a look at everybody in the room and say, okay, everybody, change of plans. We're going to have to batten down the hatches here and hold out.
Okay.
Merrick, can you go see if you can lock them doors? And I point at the entrance to the cargo bay.
Consider them sealed, boss.
And then I flip the comms back on. All right, Doc. Have R4 pick us up at the top docking bay of the station.
Did you get that, R4?
We are approaching the docking bay now.
Apparently he's nearly there. Right at this moment.
I'll jump out of the forklift thingy.
Okay. So
I'll try and find the controls for the...
You're headed for the door with the cargo,
Yep.
right? Okay, in tow. Merrick's trying to secure this door to the hall. Okay. Poser had dumped several bodies and by now is finishing up, right? Old Man Zim was guarding us at the door, and then Merrick comes up to join. Okay? When Leth gets off the comm with you and you shut off the comm, okay? Out here on the right, this entire wall begins to move. And we notice from the floor level, a huge pressurized comes up, and there's that black and yellow cross-hatching all along a subsection of the wall, which now appears coming out of the floor, and then the giant sort of peg-like feet that are interspersed along the bottom of the wall, and the entire wall starts, a large section of it starts moving towards the ceiling like a great big garage door. And you guys see the rest of the hangar bay, which is twice or more the size of this room. And on the far side of it is that neon blue glowing force field shield. And sliding into it is a large star yacht.
Sweet ride.
Who has knowledge technology, knowledge mechanics? This pulls up.
Sweet.
Mechanics of 27.
Knowledge technology 18.
Okay. You guys recognize this as a Badu class star yacht.
We all know what it is.
I know what that is.
They're on a boat.
Nice rolls, guys. Yeah, they're on a boat.
Solid. I like this. This is a confidence building right here.
A Badu class star yacht.
Cool.
Does it have any specific markings on it?
It's customized. The coloring, the yellow and beige. The whole thing is mostly steel colored and beige with the sort of yellow pinstriping side to side. It is sleek. It has two huge thruster engines. The entire shape is sort of like an arrow that's folded down from the top and the front cap, the bridge is underneath the fuselage.
It's a pretty sweet looking ride.
Pretty sweet looking ride. Over a loudspeaker, the ship's captain, you assume, a sultry woman's voice calls out to you as the boarding ramp lowers and is continuing to lower as this ship slides sideways into position and then gets to the middle of the bay and starts descending sort of in time.
Drive the cargo towards the ship.
Okay. Hurry up, boys, says a woman's voice. No one's getting left behind on my watch. And you guys actually hear R4 beeping and whistling next to her over top of her comm over the loudspeaker.
That's all the prompting I need. Kind of back away.
Okay, I shoot the control console for the door on my way to the ship.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
You said sealed doors.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to try and find another way to pick up Dr. Leth and Maya. Might be easier for them to go to a lower docking bay.
So you guys board the ship?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The main ramp it lowers is like an actual approximately 20 feet wide and 10 feet deep. More than enough room for you to sort of drive on and then kind of turn sideways. Or at the very least drive up to, leave the skid here and just push. You guys could just carry the crate on.
If I can take the lift, I'll take the lift. But if
it will
won't
take time and some jimmying. Like a bunch of pilots.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so yeah.
She's lowering, is sliding in, going, "Let's go." You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know what? I'll try. I'm going to give it an effort. I will try to drive that sucker up there.
okay. Do you want to do it in time with what she's doing? So you put her in gear, you get as much speed, you try and rev it up, slide it on there, throw it in overdrive.
Yeah, I do.
Crash it up.
That's totally my
All you got to
style.
do is get onto that ramp, right? Trying to
Seeing what he's doing, can I aid him using a knowledge tactics? I have
Okay.
seen this done before. You have to kick it up on 2 tires on left side.
Yes. Imagine something traveling at the Zamboni speed, and he tries to drift with it into the hockey net. That's 20 feet. It's doable, but it's kind of anticlimactic as he's hovering along slowly.
Piloting roll of 13.
Okay, you're giving this thing all the juice you can, but it's just really not a fast vehicle.
It's like that scene in Austin Powers where he's going to roll over.
Do you have now tactics? Merrick is happy with your angle of approach, but one of you guys or both you guys need to start mucking with the engine, as it were, or technology. So technology, if there's something that is possibly available to override on this thing.
Oh, he knows exactly what to do.
What'd you get?
Ooh, a knowledge tactics of 25.
Okay, you know for certain that this thing has no manual or fudging way of kicking up a gear. You would actually have to mechanically alter it. You'd have to get into its guts and rip it apart and, pull off the regulator. You know that for certain. But you also know exactly how to do it.
It's okay, Haral. We'll take gun. That is most important part.
That would even take longer, dismounting the weapon array from the top hood of this
Okay,
thing.
we will winch it into this. Watch. We make a bend. Hey, you, where's cable?
Technically, your best bet, gentlemen.
Let's just take the money and run. We'll grab the cargo.
Well, it's doable, but sort of a push it neutral and everyone run at it and make it slide in neutral. You know what I mean? Pushing the car as opposed to relying on its own tractor gear. Imagine a lawn tractor, right? And you put it in neutral so it can slide, and you put 3 guys behind it and run with it and push it like a go-kart that's stalled is actually faster than relying on its own gear in going along engine to pull its own weight. He knows.
The thing has already tasted my blood. I will make sure it carries with us much longer.
Okay, but you're going to need help. The 2 of you can't do this alone.
Yep. I'll slap her into neutral.
Would it not be funny to watch Old Man Finn be the grain of sand that tips the scale?
Let's do this. Let's get Poser up here, too.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo,
Gentlemen,
old man.
he's
Rock star.
He's calling for strength rolls, boys. Get in there. Rahal's got to drive and steer, even in neutral. The 3 of you guys want to have a strength check. Give it a big bull rush.
Oh,
Natural.
yeah.
Oh, not natural.
Yep.
Naturally.
Natural 20 with a check of 21.
So the little guys are really giving her, and Merrick is still kind of jogging along with his 8. Kind of pushing. Not really. You go to lean and like get right in the bull charge, like the guys in the football field pushing that giant padded steel structure, right? The 2 little guys get either side of you and they push it away out of your reach. Whoop.
It's basically they dive towards it and then like, oh look, I got a text. He just stands up, doesn't push.
Wait, I forgot Sasha.
Exactly. Wait, where's Sasha?
Nice.
So does this ship belong to you guys, or is somebody going to come looking for it?
Probably not close enough since you're on the door to overhear Dr. Leth's conversation with Rawl on the comm. Did they put you on Channel 4 when you met them?
Nope.
Nope. So, who are you directing your question to, sir?
I'm just saying it out loud. You guys own this ship, or is somebody going to come looking for it?
I think it's owned by a friend of a friend.
No sooner are you guys sort of on the lift, Zamboni and cargo, that it starts, coming straight up into the bottom of the ship, and the ship starts moving, and you guys are forced to hang on. And now you can only assume that the ship is flying somewhere, and you guys are literally trapped down here in a cargo bay. There are 3 doors, all marked in yellow.
This is little room for a big man. This will not do.
I head to the door on my left.
Okay.
And to open it.
I'll move towards the main door there and give it a test.
Okay. Engine compartment for Frank. A gunnery chair and a stairwell going up for Rahal. And a gunnery chair and a stairwell going up for Merrick.
Take the stairway.
Merrick?
Hey boss, I have found big gun.
Yep. Found an engine. Turn around and there's.
Okay. The stairwell leads up 1 level to a common area, which I'm assuming, Poser, are you doing anything?
Poser was actually going to stay down there for when Dr. Leth and Maya, or when we go to get them. That way he can just immediately grab them and go.
Good plan. Very nice of you, sir.
Plus he likes the solitude.
The lone time?
You sit on a crate.
The thrum of the engine.
Exactly.
Must retune guitar after each battle. So, gentlemen, you find yourselves in a common compartment, a hallway leading towards what you would assume is the front of the ship, with doors lining it. Also, doors immediately left and right of this common room, and the adjacent stairway that Merrick came up. So the room is oval-shaped on one end, with orange seating all around, and some trays up behind at like headrest level, with ornaments and stuff. A large sort of, shall we say, rug covers the entire floor. It's almost like you're in a different galaxy where, doors open automatically and the entire ship is carpeted. Very un-Star Wars-like. But it is a space shot, so comfort first, I suppose.
Sweet. I head down the hallway towards the front of the ship.
Okay.
Boo, boo, boo. Knock on the door. Tink, tink, tink.
All right. Over the intercom, you hear a beep and a boop, and the door opens, revealing a circular room, which you know is a lift. So this could go up through the ceiling as well as through the adjacent door. Okay? And in the middle of the room is R4, who sort of immediately keeps you from going in by, practically running over your feet coming out.
Beep, boop, boop. R4! Right on. Bust out the intercom. Dr. Leth, I seem to have found your robot friend.
Excellent. So you're on the ship then. We are making our way.
Indeed we are. I don't think you're going to be able to get into the cargo bay on the blue deck, though. Merrick sealed them doors up tight.
Of course he did.
R4 beeps at you indignantly for being his way and just slowly rolls down the hall. Do-do-do-do-do. Comes down to the common room where the other guys are.
I follow him.
Okay. So, does anyone in this room speak binary?
I speak binary.
There you go.
Nope.
R4 comes out, looks around, sees you.
Sort of asks the room, who's this guy? Bibby bop boop.
I'm the guy with the big gun that got drug along with this stuff. Who are all of you? Who've we all gotten ourselves into?
Well, that's a bit of a long story, and unfortunately I don't got all the answers. You're
It
going to have
isn't-
to wait for our other passengers to arrive.
It isn't long until just that happens. R4 calls Dr. Leth.
I'm coming to pick you up, Master. We're headed for docking bay 1982B. It should be relatively close to Maya's quarters. Can you get there with Maya?
Pulls out a. Did he send that map to my datapad? Correct.
Yes.
Pull up the map and check to see where it is, how to get there.
Okay. Yep.
Seeing that, I say, sorry, what's the docking bay? The specific number?
OU812.
It should be simple enough to reach docking bay OU812. You'll be there shortly. Hope to see you there.
Okay. A short while later, again, we slide in very quickly, and she lowers the ramp.
Onward and upwards, I suppose.
We pick you up with Maya. A short time later, gentlemen, after the doctor secures Maya in what the ship is using sort of as a impromptu medical facility. Let me just check the map again. 10 is the medical, but yeah, that's right. Okay. So, Maya...
Oh, at this point, I would be up in the common room with the rest of the guys.
Yes. I'm so happy that I found a cool-looking map, like, of this ship that has not labeled, and as you guys explore it, I can reveal the tablet on the side. The gang's all here, as it were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Time goes by. We pick up Dr. Leth. He secures her in the med bay, which R4 conveniently leads you to. But still...
Is Maya conscious?
Yes. No, she's still unconscious.
Okay.
So R4 actually sort of saved the day, because if you had saved her life and kept her conscious, she would have told you about Captain O'Keefe. In this case, R4's shenanigans, he seemed to have let you down, but actually he brought the cavalry. Aren't you lucky?
Hooray!
And you complained that I didn't have it reprogrammed.
Bring a
I
ship.
didn't complain.
Bring a ship, steal a ship.
No, God did. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, finally, a beautiful, quite attractive, middle-aged woman emerges from the front of the ship, confidently striding down the main hall, and greets you, gentlemen, in the common room at the back of the center of her ship. Sticking out one hip, placing a hand on it, and with a wicked smile, she says, "Welcome to the Banshee, gentlemen. Next destination, Alderaan."
Stop! In the name of the Empire! You're under arrest! In the name of the Empire! Didn't we say this line already? No, it's fine. He wasn't there. He probably didn't hear us. Oh, okay. Stop!
Can you guys see this that I'm putting up here now?
Nope.
No?
See
Okay.
some vision blocking, but no.
I see the darkness.
You too?
I have gone blind. Where is the doctor? I can't see. Ah!
Okay, how about now?
Yep. I can see the loading bay.
You are a good doctor.
Looks like he's having an allergic reaction.
Do the voice, man.
It looks like he's having an allergic reaction to something. Hold on a moment.